Hello everyone. Today our group will be explaining the making of our public service announcement, Look Up, Live More. Our group consists of myself, Yang Tianbao, and Anis Izati, Fen Xiaorui, Zhang Hanli Xue, and Azwa Fatima. So for today's presentation, we will first give a brief introduction on the purpose and target audience for our public service announcement, as well as reasons for why we chose this topic in our audience, the significance and potential impact our PSA can have, the justification for the linguistic features we use on our PSA poster, as well as reflections and conclusions. So here we can see the actual poster for our public service announcement. Look up, live more. Real life doesn't happen on a screen, so don't let your phone become your best friend. Fleeting reels versus lasting memories. Are you collecting virtual likes or making memories that will truly last? The screen offers a fleeting glimpse, but real life is a vibrant masterpiece waiting to be painted. This is all in accordance with SDG 3, good health and well-being. So the reason why we designed this poster and for our public service announcement is that it's to address a growing problem that everyone nowadays is facing, which is excessive screen time. For example, did you know that the average person spends over 4 hours a day on their phone? And not just that, they spend even more on their laptop and tablets. That's nearly 1,500 hours a year. Time that could be spent connecting with your family and friends, exploring your own hobbies, or simply enjoying the world around us. So, to make sure our message can be as effective as possible, we are mainly targeting young adults aged 18 to 25, which is an age group that's deeply connected to technology, but at the same time, at a stage where their habits formed can last a lifetime. Many of us don't even realize how much we're missing when our eyes are often glued to our screens. That's why our message is simple: look up, live more. We're not really saying phones are bad per se. They're incredible tools, and I'm sure everyone from all age groups use them every day. But when your scrolling replaces living, it's time to pause and ask ourselves, are we controlling our screens, or are our screens controlling us? So, in the following segment, Ines will explain how this issue ties into global health goals. And remember, real life happens off screen.
Thank you very much, Alex. Hi, everyone. My name is Anis Izati, and today I would like to share the message behind the public service announcement that we decided to choose. We choose this topic to highlight the importance of disconnecting from screens and reconnecting with real world life. A message that is relevant to the youth and young adult, which are our primary target audience. This age group is often the most connected digitally, but may be the most disconnected from real world experiences and meaningful human interaction. This public service announcement supports United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 3, as mentioned by Alex earlier, good health and well-being. This Sustainable Development Goal 3 emphasizes on ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all at all ages. In today's fast paced digital world, mental health and physical wellness are increasingly threatened by excessive screen time and social media dependency. Globally, we are facing a silent epidemic. Research shows that too much screen time is linked to a poor sleep quality, especially when devices are used before bed. The blue light from screen disrupt melatonin production, leading to insomnia and sleep disorders. In addition, high screen use, especially social media, has been associated with increased anxiety and depression, particularly among teenagers. Constant comparison, cyberbullying, and the pressure to maintain an online image contribute to declining mental health. Moreover, screen time often replaces physical activities. which is a crucial component of both physical and mental well being. A sedentary lifestyle increases the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and even early mortality. According to the World Health Organization, insufficient physical activity is one of the leading risk factors for global mortality. This public service announcement encourages the viewers to reflect on themselves. As the statement, are we collecting fleeting digital lights or making lasting real world memories on the poster? It urges us to put down the phone and engage with the life because real life doesn't happen on a screen. Every moment spent looking up is a step towards a healthier, more connected, and more fulfilling life. That's all for me. I am going to pass to the next presenter, Faye.
Next, I will discuss the urgent relevance of our message, why it matters, and its potential impact. The explanation will divide it into four parts. First of all, pervasive digital saturation, the distinction between fleeting reels with lasting memories, highlighting a fundamental shift in how individuals interact with their environment and each other. Besides erosion of real-world engagement, the message serves as a timely interventional urging a re-evaluation of priorities. Third one is promotional of holistic well-being. By with UN Sustainable Development Goals rate good health and well-being, our message transcends individual behavioral change to contribute to a broader global agenda. Finally, catalyst for paradigm shift. The PSA is not merely a cushion, it is a call to action designed to initiative a cognitive shift, promoting individuals to active choosing technical imperience over perceived digital consumption. Then we're focusing on transformative power of incremental change. First of all, facilitating authentic real-world connections. Even minor adjustments in phone habits, such as designated phone-free zones during meals or social gatherings, or intentional periods of digital disconnection, can significantly enhance the quality of interpersonal interactions. Besides boosting productivity and cognitive function, the principle of look up, live more, direction correctly with improved focus and task efficiency. This reduction is connected load and digital distractions has been shown to enhance concentration, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Finally, cultivating comprehensive well-being. Deliberate disengagement from screens yields multifaceted health benefits. This include the digital eye strain, improving sleep, and reducing screen-associated anxiety. Finally, I will explain why our PSA demands attention. The PSA addresses a challenge that is universally experienced across age groups and demographics in the digital age. The stark contrast between floating reels with lasting memories and its insightful how to look up live more, alongside the visual representation of nation and reflection. By explainably linking this message to SDG3, the BSA elevates its significance beyond personal well-being to a contribution to global health and sustainable development. So let's move to the next presenter. Fatima announces the language choice in our poster, explaining why we use certain words and phrases.
Hello everyone, I am Uswa Fatma. As we are speaking about the formation of this poster, I would say that using proper linguistic features was a game changer. It is a fact that using suitable linguistic features play a huge role in conveying messages and creating impactful communication, especially when it is a poster like this where you cannot get the benefit of tone. I believe that linguistic features somehow work as tone, so it was necessary to choose wise features to alternate the expression that is brought by tone in day-to-day verbal communication. We haven't forced a lot of features in a single poster because at the end of the day less is more. So firstly we used hyperbole, which acted as an attention grabber which was do not let your phone become your best friend. The exaggeration in this hyperbole was in the word best friend. It does have an emotional context, so it surely makes the reader pause for a second and think about the non emotional and unconnected nature of the phone. We can say that this hyperbole itself has an indirect contrast in it. So, as speaking of contrast is the second feature that we decided to use in the poster. The comparison was between fleeting reels versus lasting memories. We believe that our message, in order to be conveyed properly, needed the explanation that why one should go towards nature and connect to the real world when the phones are apparently doing well also. So firstly, somehow we needed to create this acceptance of the fact in the reader's mind that there is a problem in over relying on phones. And the best possible way we could have used was contrast, because in this way it is not only giving the sense of a choice to the reader, but it is also indirectly opposing one idea by comparing it to the other without explicitly pointing it out, which prevents the reader from suddenly going into a defensive mindset, yet allowing them to give it a thought. Other than contrast and hyperbole, we have used metaphors and rhetorical questions, which acted as complementary features and sort of helped us with finishing of the message. Metaphor like real life is a vibrant masterpiece waiting to be painted. It beautifully highlights the positivity of our message, and the rhetorical questions always invites everyone to think. So we have used, are you collecting virtual likes or making memories that will truly last? Now the following section is about the call of action, and Zhang Hanlishe will talk about it.
Hello everyone, I'm Zhang and I'm going to conclude our presentation. First, I will reflect on our public services announcement project. So we not only learned how to make a good-looking poster, but also we learned how to influence people's hearts with design. So from a design perspective, we learned that simplicity is often the most powerful tool. Like the phrase, look up, live more, is even though it's a little bit short, but it carries emotional weight. And meanwhile, we virtually distinguish the real world from the screen world by color contrast. And besides, we have adopted rhetorical questions and imperative sentences in the text to guide the audience to think or to take action. And all of this, they actually stem from our continuous process of discussion, trials and error and refinement. We have learned to work as a team, listen to each other's idea, and seek balance in the creative process. So actually, it's not the result of one person's creativity alone. It's the outcome of collective wisdom and efforts. On the other hand, beyond the design, um, this project has made us reflect on our own behaviors because we realized how much time we used to spend on screens and how easy it is to disconnect from the present. And we also learned that designing a message for real people require the empathy. We actually debated whether the tone should be alarming or inspiring. And in the end, after the testing and referring to other advertisements, we realized that positivity and human-centered approach resonates more uh, than the guilty. And on top of that, we realized that the media and visual language, they have the potential to bring about the positive social changes. Even a short sentence or a picture can potentially become the starting point for a change in people's lifestyles. So, in conclusion, the issue of screen time has long gone beyond the realm of personal habits, and nowadays it has become a common social phenomenon. So, we hope to arouse people's awareness through the simple and powerful language and images, and encourage everyone to stop and think, am I experiencing life through the screen or missing the real life? Still hesitate? No worries. Just take a moment today to look up from your screen and truly take in everything around you, like the sound, the light. Remember, real life doesn't happen on a screen. It's out there and waiting for you. And also, you should know that one small change can reconnect you with the world you're missing. So that's all for here today, and we hope that our poster may give you a little bit inspiration. Thank you.